What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? We are here for season Married to Medicine LA, season 2, episode 10, the season finale, or we're episode 9, but it's the season finale. Y'all, we really need a longer season for these ladies next year. I hope I hope they get renewed again, and I hope we get a full season. Anyway, my lipstick look crazy. Sorry, y'all. So it is Christmas in Beverly Hills. We see all the decorations. We see everybody getting their houses ready, taking their Christmas cards, all that great stuff. And the whole theme of this episode is Jasmine's husband. Okay. And I'm going to be honest, by the end of this episode, I was sick of talking about and hearing about Jasmine's husband and where he going to be. But anyway, we'll get to that. We start the episode off with Shanique and Jasmine. Shanique is ready to really buckle down and get serious about her real estate business. And so Jasmine gives her the name to a really big real estate developer, a guy that sells real estate in Beverly Hills, a really renowned guy, to set up a meeting that he can maybe try to help her out and give her some information. And for all of the things that Jasmine is, which we can have a list, but I will say this: I think she's a good friend, and I think she does have a genuine heart. When she cares about you, she cares about you. You know what I'm saying? Because that was really sweet. She wrapped it up in a little box and everything, and it was his business card, and so I thought it was really sweet. So then we see Imani, her mom, and Idris. Listen, that was a pretty wreath that she had on her door too. It was a gorgeous wreath. But anyway, she was telling her mom about the trip to Palm Springs, and she said, that first night, and she sat there and told her mom about the dildo, and she said it was just dicks everywhere in front of Idris, and I was like, now I don't know if that's a conversation that I would be having in front of my mama, but okay. Then and her mother even said that. Her mother said, I would never have had this conversation with my mother, much less in front of my grandson. But Imani didn't care. I guess that's just the kind of relationship they have. Idris gonna talk about something. Can I get the I want to put it. Can I get the dick? I don't think he called it a dick, obviously. But he's like, I want to put it on the tree. I think he might have said penis. I think he might have used the correct term. He said, because I want to put it on the tree. So Imani told him no. But she was telling her mom that, they talked to Idris about everything with Phil, and she was ready to just pack his stuff up and have it sent to him. I guess Phil don't have I guess Phil ain't trying to come back. And mom paused the conversation. Well, her mom, his grandmother, paused the conversation and said, listen, you are listening very intently to this conversation. How are you feeling? And he said, it's a lot of emotions that I'm trying to process. He said, and a lot of people have to process these emotions alone. And Imani misunderstood him at first. And she was like, well, you don't have to be alone. We're here. And he was like, no, that's what I mean. Like, I don't have to do it alone like some people. But it's a lot to process. And I'm still, trying to figure it all out. He was talking about a lot of kids at school, because she asked him how things were going at school. He's talking about a lot of kids at school are stressed out because this parent-teacher conference, a lot of people are losing their Xboxes. She said, but you're good, right? He was like, I like Idris. So then we go over to Dr. Kendra's house with her husband. And, she told him she took the job. But she said, listen, they know I'm a new mom. And they had on the cutest little matching pajamas when they took their Christmas cards. They all had on these matching pajamas. And she was like, we are one of those people. He was like, we're one of those people. But they looked real cute, the baby and them. But she told him she took the job. But she said, I've been very clear with them about I'm a new mom. And if it gets overwhelming, I'm going to have to pull back. If it becomes too much and I can't take care of my family, it's going to become too much. And it was so funny because just at that moment, the baby started doing the, thing. And Hobart was like, see, we both vote no. See, he feels the same way I feel. And it was right on time. It was so cute. But he said, honestly, I would have felt differently a couple of weeks ago. But he had a conversation with the guys, and I think that really, really helped him out. He said, I understand this is what you need. He said, I still don't like it. He was honest. He said, I still don't like it, but I understand that this is what you need. And so, I'm going to support you. And listen, what I can respect is that both of them were honest about their feelings. She said, I've let them know that this is not a perfect situation for me, but, if I have to, I will have to pull back, but we're going to make it do what it do. So it was good. I appreciated that. And I feel like they were both, even though your girls told you not to take the job until you talked to your husband, you did the opposite, but it worked out. It worked out, Kendra. Don't make no habit of that shit. So then we saw Shanique meet with the realtor. And when she first started meeting with him, he was giving her some tough love. He said, listen, there are thousands of realtors in Los Angeles. He was like, and everybody is hungry. He said, for the people who is, he said, it's a bunch of y'all at the bottom, and it's those of us that are on top are going to be trying to stay on top. He said, if me and you show up for a showing at the same time, he was like, I'm going to get that showing. I'm going to eat you alive, because and he wasn't even saying it in an arrogant way. He was just saying it like, I'm more experienced. I have the connections. I know my shit. And, she was like, okay, I got it. He said, you're going to have to find a team. You need to team up with a team of people who are already established, because you're not going to be able to crack it by yourself. She was like, okay, all right. He said, do you already have your license? She said, yeah. She said, I've had it for 7 years. He kind of gave her a look. She was like, I know, I got to dust it off. She said, it's a little rusty, but I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to do this. And he said, the one thing I'm going to say is this isn't a part-time job, which of course kind of hit her because this is one of her concerns about not being there for her family. But he was like, he said, but my suggestion, and he gave her some great advice. He said, my suggestion, he told her about getting a team. Trying to join an already established team. He said, pick an area. He said, you cannot become an expert on everything from Malibu to downtown LA. You got to pick an area. He said, become familiar with every listing in that area and focus there. And then you can start branching off. He was like, but do not try to become realtor to all of Los Angeles, because it's not going to work. So then she told him, she said, well, here's my plan. She said, my husband's a doctor, and he works with a lot of new doctors that are just starting off, that are looking for those starter homes, or some of them are looking to upgrade into their dream homes now that they've gotten a better job and they're more established. And he told her, he said, you know what? That is a great idea. He said, that is an excellent plan. He said, and I think you have a really good idea. You got a really good business plan. Stick with it. And I said, you know what? And he told her, he said, I like you. He said, you are professional. He said, I like what you're showing me. I like what you're saying to me. And he told her, he said, you've got a good plan. You are good. So I thought it was great, because he didn't come off as I didn't take him as arrogant. I took him as, because at first he was like, why am I here? Like, he's like, basically, I took the meeting pretty much as a favor to Jasmine, because she told me you're a really nice person, but I don't know why I'm here. What are we here to talk about? And I think he did have an idea. Because I doubt that he would just show up and not know why he was meeting with somebody. But I think it was one of those, I want you to sell it to me. You tell me why we're here. So I thought it was a great meeting, and I feel like Shanique listened. I feel like she took in what he had to say. And again, she was able to articulate her plan. Like, Shanique, I have grown to love Shanique this season. Last season, I ain't see it for her. But this season, I'm here for Shanique, and I wish her the best. I hope she has been, well, unfortunately with COVID, but I hope she been doing that thing. Then we bounce over to Dr. Britton's house. Britton is finally kicking her son out the bed. And y'all know he is not here for it, okay? He's not feeling it. He ain't trying to come up out that bed. But Dr. Britton said, she said, I would not lose to a 6-year-old. But what I loved that I saw was that he was like, well, do you think I can sleep with Imani, their daughter? And the way they've been talking about Imani and her attitude, I said, she ain't about to let you sleep with her. But when he went in there to ask her, could he sleep with her? She was like, sure, but you got to sleep on the top bunk. So I thought, again, I feel like that showed that, yes, she's going through her teenage thing. She's got her little attitude thing working, but she's still that good big sister. Like, so she let him sleep there. And Dr. Britt was like, the next day, she was like, oh my gosh, like, that was wonderful. Like, we got to cuddle. She's like, what was I thinking? I said, yeah, what were you thinking? Everybody been telling you to get that boy out your bed. So, but she said that talking to the girls definitely helped, that she understood that that's what she needed. That's what she needed to, she needed to listen to them and get them out of her bed. Like, yeah. So that was cool. Then we saw Kendra and Leah go shopping, and basically they were just talking about, do they think that Jasmine, they were shopping for Jasmine's Christmas party, did they think the husband was gonna be there, and they were having a whole conversation about the husband and whether he was coming to the party or not. Child, listen, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care about Jasmine's. First of all, we know he exists. We know she has a husband, and we know he exists. His reason for not showing up, not my business. Because anyway, so Jasmine, she's having the party at her house. She had the fixings, she had the nice, she does party planning, so it's her company. She's advertising for her company. It was probably the Christmas party for her company, and she sort of incorporated everything. But it looked really nice. She had the nice setup. She had the nice food. She said they were low carb options, and she had an ice sculpture. It had this cute where you could pour the liquor at the top, and the liquor came out the bottom. And of course, as it was going through the ice sculpture, it got cold. It was great. It looked really nice. And then she had entertainment show up. We're gonna get to the entertainment in a second, child. We're gonna get to the entertainment in a second. And she had security. Now, let me be honest with y'all. I ain't mad at her for having security. First of all, you live in a really nice house and you've invited a lot of people in your home, okay? Everybody don't need to be everywhere. The last time that I had guests in my house that weren't spending the night, that went upstairs, was my housewarming. So you could see the house, because that was the purpose of a housewarming. I gave you tours of the house. You got to see the house. Everything was all set up all nice. Everything was neat and clean and shit. Listen, if I'm just having people over my house to watch football game or to grill or to have a little party, we are on this floor or we are in the basement. There is no need for y'all to be upstairs for any reason unless you spending the night. So I ain't mad at you, Jasmine. And like she said, I have valuables upstairs and everything. Like your kids' room is upstairs and stuff. You have jewelry and everything. Like, I don't have a problem with her having security stopping people from going up them steps. I ain't mad about it. Because nobody needs to be wandering around your house. They just don't. Like, that's just that. Anyway, so Shanique and her husband are on their way to, Jasmine's party. And Shanique is once again giving him her plan. She's ready to put her 2 weeks notice. And she said, I'm going to wait till I get my end of the year bonus. And then I'm going to put my 2 weeks notice in. And I said, once again, there's the plan. She said, I got a really big bonus coming my way. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You get your bonus, you earned it. That's your bonus for the working for the year. You earned it. Ain't no need in quitting before you get your bonus, girl. That would be stupid. And she said, I'm ready to put my 2 week notice in. And her husband was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, I didn't know we were here. I didn't know we were ready to put the notice in. And she was like, yeah, I'm ready to put my notice in. He said, okay, well, I need you to sound like you mean it. I need you to say it with some authority. Because at first I thought he was about to come at her with, nah, we ain't talk about that. And I don't know if we ready to do that. But he was like, I need you to say that with some authority. He said, now you promised me we was gonna get $1 million in this first year, so I need me a new car. So I think once she showed him she meant it and that she had a plan and that this wasn't some little flighty thing she was trying to do, I really do think he was 100% there for it. Like, I do. I think he was 100% there for it. And for that, Robert, I'm with you, bro. Because, I gave you a hard time at the beginning of this. And even last year, I gave you a hard time, Rob, about it. But I'm with you now, bro. So, thank you. Look good. Appreciate it. So the ladies are showing up for the party. And of course, as the ladies are showing up, the question that all of them want to keep asking, where's the husband? Is the husband coming? I mean, we at his house. He don't even come to a party at his own house. He not coming? Why he not coming? Is he here? I mean, we at his house. How you have a Christmas party at your house and your husband don't show up? And I was like, how many different ways this woman have to tell you he is not interested in meeting y'all? He don't consider y'all his friends. He don't want to get to know y'all. He don't want to be on camera talking to y'all. He don't want people to know that he know y'all. Whatever his reason is. I don't know how many different ways this man can be clear about that. Okay. Dr. Imani was there and she was saying how she's really tired. Like you could see she was sort of dragging. But I think it's a combination of two. First of all, in the mental health field, the holidays are hard. You have a lot more people dealing with emotions and depression and anxiety, and a lot happens around the holidays. And she's in mental health. The other thing was she said, it's hard going through the holidays alone. I mean, this is her first holiday season. Truly, truly, like we know that they've been disconnected for a while. But this is her first holiday season. Truly, truly, truly alone. And that's a lot as well. But Jasmine shows up and she has on no clothes. It really does look like a slip. It looks like a slip. Okay. Okay, girl. Dr. Imani has a genuine moment with the ladies where she thanks them for what they've done for her over the last couple of weeks and how they've been there for her. And she said, you know, I used to think that being strong meant being closed off and hiding my emotions, but I understand now that being strong is knowing when to reach out and ask for help and trusting that I have a group of friends that's going to be there for me, that are going to have my back and they're going to support me. So I can appreciate that. So then we go outside and to go see her entertainment. And her entertainment was a Mrs. Claus in one of those big balls. Y'all know them big like ornament balls. If you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, Shangela was in one when she did her All-Star season. And you've seen different people do it in the pool. And the girl was like doing like yoga moves. I'm just not sure what that was. So then at some point or somehow, Leia ended up getting into the ball. And something that could have potentially been very dangerous happened. Jasmine ended up pushing Leia. And Leia actually lost her balance and hit her head on the side of her pool. And Dr. Britton immediately saw it and immediately went into doctor mode. Like, get her out of there. She might have a concussion. What's going on? But Leia started laughing and sort of popped up. And Britt was like, okay, cool. But when Leia got out of the ball, which, I mean, they had fun with it. She rolled around and it was cute and it was fun. It was no big deal. I mean, we at a party. It was fun. When she got out of the ball, she thought Britt had done it. So she was about to come for Britt. Not in a nasty, nasty way, but sort of in a, girl, why would you push me? Like, why did you do that? And come to find out she found out it was Jasmine. And Jasmine was like, yeah, it was me. And she was like, why would you do that? And they were like, she hit her head. Like, that could have been really bad. Like, why would you do that? And she didn't care. Because she was mad because Leia got in the damn ball talking about something. I paid money for that entertainment. Like, why would you just do that? But again, it's like when you have a bunch of kids around the pool playing and they play too close to the edge and you worried about one of them hitting their head on the side of the pool because you know how serious it could get. It was sort of that kind of moment. And for Jasmine not to just be like, girl, my bad. I was just playing. I didn't know your head was that close. I didn't mean for you to hit your head. It was like she just didn't want to in any way, shape, or form apologize. Like, it just, I don't know. They still working on their child. Because I thought they had sort of had a breakthrough in Palm Springs, but it looked like they still having a moment, child. Then we have this whole scene where the ladies are trying to get upstairs and security ain't letting them go by. I mean, they talking about they gotta go to the bathroom. They want to take a picture from upstairs. And they trying to come up with all these reasons why they trying to get past security. And again, I say, y'all, because she's like, well, he's up, because come to find out, Jasmine told him that her husband was upstairs asleep. And if he is, as big as that house is, I'm sure he was in like the West Wing or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, it's not that serious. Like, I just, again, it was, to me, it was like they just dwelled on something that was unnecessary to dwell on. But then, last but not least, she had a choir come from upstairs, downstairs, and they were singing Go Tell It on the Mountain. And I can appreciate the Go Tell It on the Mountain moment, the gospel moment. What I didn't appreciate was Jasmine twerking to it. I said, is she twerking to Go Tell It on the Mountain? But anyway, it was a good time had by all. It was a nice season finale. I mean, other than them looking for her husband, and I'm sure that if the show gets renewed, she gonna make a big deal about that next year, about them trying to find her husband and why they looking for her husband so hard. But other than that, I think they did a good job of bringing us around to the end, resolving, a lot of the storylines that they had given us. It was nice. It was really, really nice. I'm sure there'll be no reunion. There was no reunion last year, and they have even less reason to have a reunion this year. With everything going on with the social distances, you know what I'm trying to say. But I hope we get another season, y'all. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.